Alright, hello and welcome back to Let's Play yet another no-name MAME game. Today's no-name MAME game is of course Yam Yam! Do my eyes deceive me, or is this a Korean game? And just like all the Korean games I've seen so far, it features a fantastic setting. And alas, Sokoban by any other name. So we've got our raccoon character, you control him with the D-pad, pressing A moves things, but again, it's Sokoban, so you gotta be very careful about what you do and don't move. Let's move the skull. Okay, good. I was a little afraid that, of course, the skull would kill you or something silly like that. And, you can press 1 and 2 to give up. Which, maybe I will. Because I'm pretty sure that skull, it was gonna get to me somehow. So we'll move you there, and... But yeah, it's your regular Sokoban. A little interesting of the whole plot is that you're saving your princess lady by, dropping diamonds, but sure, whatever works. Actually, it's kind of funny. Izmir, does that kind of remind you of Dragon Warrior? And now the scale has ridiculously shifted. Interesting mechanic, you can move 2 at once. I'm not entirely sure if that really changes anything, but interesting to note. And so in theory, the game should get a lot harder because the scale of the whole... I should have seen that one coming. I don't know why I did that. In theory, the whole scale of the game should get like a lot harder just because it's so much bigger, but who knows. Oh, maybe if you put a fruit in, then it'll be less terrible? Here's hoping. But yeah, I mean, you might not be able to hear the music so well, but it's acceptable. Huh, okay, so even putting fruits into the... Okay, so it's a little bit different than regular Sokoban in that, I mean, you can throw away fruits, and that's okay. So that's a mild difference. Oh, deceiving in its simplicity. Oh! It got me! Okay. Yeah, that's the thing about Sokoban, like, you have to really kind of know what you're doing, and you have to, like, actually kind of take some time and think about, like, what kind of move you're gonna make. And then you see, like, stages like this, it's like, yeah, that seems okay, but no, it's not. It's gonna get you, no matter what. Delightful little puzzle game. Yeah, I mean... Oh, interesting. We can get more time, which... Okay, so evidently it does not seem to mind that we've been loading it up on cheap fruits. Oh, okay. That's good. Our character can... walk on. So let's see. Does the time give us more time? And it does. Not a whole lot of time, but that works out. I mean, ultimately the time limit is like, that's not going to be your biggest problem. In this game, because it takes like a life to redo, that's probably going to be your biggest problem. So you're going to want to like focus in rather than going for just pure speed. Oh, this could be it. At the very least, we know we have to move here. Okay, sometimes you gotta move backwards to move forwards. But I mean, you just gotta watch out for like puzzles like that, because it's like one wrong move and you're out a panda guy. Well, I guess he's more like, whoa! What? Okay, this game just got like 3 times better. Let's keep on and see if this great game becomes one of the greatest games. Well, alright. I just love that Harrier. It's like, what is that doing there? That makes no sense. I love it so much. There we go. You just have to know what you're doing. So let's see, it's been like 2 stages and we got the new picture? Maybe? Alright. Well, let's see how strong you are, bear. Whoa, he moved 4 things at once? Oh, but now we have 2 diamonds. Still. You can never unknow that. Let's see. Unfortunately, I'm pretty sure we've already lost, but... And then... Oh, okay, and then you can just move it back. Okay, that wasn't so hard. But I mean, again, like all the other puzzles, you just gotta like look at it and think about it for a second. And you can actually kind of break it down and think about it. It's like, well, what kind of first move would I need to do? What kind of second move would I need to do? And then, oh, they're tricky. They're pretty tricky, actually. I know, because it's like sometimes you make that move and then you're like, wait, no, no! And they've already got you then. Well, let's go for the more unintuitive solution. Oh. Well, oh, okay, because the raccoon can walk on the, alright. Yeah, some of these guys judge you by the number of moves, but evidently there's no move penalty at all. You can just go along and do Sokoban at your leisure, although, maybe not your leisure, Well, maybe I can get this puzzle, and dang it. I was gonna say maybe I could get it in one, but nope. You just gotta be more careful. And, I mean, of course, if you've got credits to spare, then you can kind of, like, go through and do stuff like this, where you just kind of try things out, and you start seeing, like, what makes the level so tough. What makes this level so tough right now is that it's a little bit hard to access the diamond from below. So we need to think a bit smarter than the game, and... Oh, why didn't I think of this earlier? Come on. Although I wonder if you are supposed to get like as many of the fruits as you can. That kind of changes the gameplay a little bit. I mean, you like try to get all the fruits and vegetables you can, but I mean, there's not a whole lot to say. I mean, it's a very competent version of Sokoban. I mean, the puzzles are pretty engaging. And the graphics are delightful and colorful. Oh, and that skull's gonna get in the way. And then the strawberry's gonna get in the way. Well, maybe if we're a bit crafty about this, because we don't ever need to go back up. Okay, well, Oh, but then the skull's in the way. Oh, I guess we're running out. We're fighting against the clock on this one. But yeah, sometimes the most intuitive, or the easiest solution is not the best solution. Hey, I think that was the first one I got in one. And also, too, I mean, in the sound test, like the first level I played, kind of reminds me of like old school Pac-Man, or actually Ms. Pac-Man, where it's like, you'd want to play just to see what all the funny little cutscenes say. Back. Yeah, but like I was saying, when I did the sound test, it started me out on a different level. So that's pretty cool. I mean, that the game, like, it does kind of keep things sort of fresh, sort of interesting, and fresh and funky. Well, that's looking a little bit like a trap. I mean, just like a nice game to play on like a Saturday afternoon. You just kind of play through the whole game, and then when you finish it, if you can. I mean, I don't know if these games have like an end or anything, But then you get to the end and you're just kind of like, what have I done with my life? And then you're like, duh, I had fun. Let's see if this works out. Huh, well. And I mean, even though it's like hard to get the puzzles on like the first go, it's kind of easy to just kind of like keep trying at it and chipping at it, because some of these Sokoban games, they kind of really get to you after a while in that they're like, they feel impossible to do. That's not gonna work. There we go. But I mean, yeah, some Sokoban games is like, as you keep going at it, it's like eventually you reach puzzles and you're like, heck, how do you do this? So, this game, it's kind of got nice and unique puzzles. I think it's because the focus is on like a different thing. Like in this game, the focus is on finishing the levels as fast as you can. Whereas other games are just kind of like, can you finish the level before you give up in patience? So, I can really applaud this game's like shift in focus. But, I mean, at the end of the day, though, I mean, it's still Sokoban. And it might bore you after a while, it might not, who knows. Oh. Time is ticking down a little bit quickly. Wondering if, so it's like, you gotta figure out what you gotta do, and you have to do it pretty quickly. So that's, I mean, it offers like a nice, unique challenge. And I gotta say, this is like one Korean game where it's like, aside from these little cutscenes, the art is actually really good. I mean, you see in games like Vamp 1/2 where it gets a little laughable at times, and then there was that like shoot 'em up one that it's like, that oh man, the art was hilariously bad in that one. Let's see. Can we commit suicide like this? I guess we can. Huh. That's actually a convenient feature in a game, where it's like you just give up if you want to. Oh my gosh, does it have a backwards? Oh, wow. This is a name entry screen. And you've got like a giant rainbow border around it, so it's like you know who you are. First name's Kim. Oh, that's hilarious. But yeah. Don't let fall. Yam Yam. I mean, surprisingly delightful variation on Sokoban that really kind of puts the emphasis more on like solving easy puzzles quickly rather than solving hard puzzles before you die. So, hey. I mean, if you really kind of like these sort of moving around puzzle games, definitely try this. I mean, this is a good one, and I mean, the puzzles are a little bit easy, so it's like, even if you aren't the greatest one ever, like, after a while you start figuring out, and then you kind of feel great. Oh, you could, huh. Yam Yam. Pretty sweet game, actually. And on that note, this cat's got a scat.